I humbly apologize. And our quote says, today, I can't see the quote. Our quote says, today is a new day. Even if you were wrong yesterday, you can get it right today. Today is a new day. Even if you were wrong yesterday, you can get it right today. That's the power of choice. That's the power of your mindset and how you can take things and turn it around. Yeah? Thank you. Let's go to their ad, please. Fab India Expo. Remember to check them out.
The Fab India Expo announces its after Diwali sale. As we approach closing, enjoy store-wide discounts on all your favorite items. Plus, don't miss the Meat Festival at Zyka Restaurant, featuring delicious Indian-style curries and grilled meats. Hurry, the Fab India Expo closes on November 9th. Fab India Expo, opposite Medford Gas Station in Chaguanas.
Ho, 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 ho! Merry Christmas!
It's the Mid-Center Mall Christmas Market from December 5th to the 28th. Experience the magic of the season with over 300 local and international merchants, multiple restaurants, and daily stage performances. Fun for the entire family with a bouncy castle for the kids and the perfect place for Christmas shopping. The Mid-Center Mall Christmas Market, where the spirit of Christmas comes alive.
Welcome back to Conversations with Zelisa, where we continue to inform, educate, empower, and answer those unanswered questions. To all of our local, regional, and international viewers, thank you so much for choosing us, where we continue to reach out and transform lives by, I always say knowledge is power. Robert, can we please go? I know this is a season that everybody's looking for a job. A lot of people have been calling and asking around. So if you're looking for a job, let's go to the first flyer, please. Good Price Wholesalers, they are hiring sales positions, Central and South region. All you've got requirements are you've got to have your own vehicle, sales experience, hardworking, good communication skills. If you're looking for a job sales position, give them a call. Write it down. 338-9884. That's 338-9884. If you're looking for a job when it comes to sales, Good Price Wholesalers, 338-9884. Can you go to the other ad, please? So we are also hiring in here at Real TV, trained and experienced sales executives, all right? And you can call 292-6470, 292-6470, 392-2986, 392-2986. If you want to find out more about our positions here at Real TV that are open for you, then give us a call, 292-6470, 392-2986. Thank you so much for that, Robert. This morning, I'm in conversation with Mr. Chankar Ramtahal, Social Welfare Advisor, and he's here this morning to talk to us about the old age pension. Sir, good morning and welcome.
Thank you very much, Zelisa, and as usual, it's my pleasure to be here to share whatever information is available to the benefit of our population.
Well, we always enjoy having you. Early when I start posting up the flyers, I get comments, great, can't wait for Mr. Ramtahal, great information, So,
thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing your wealth of knowledge and, of course, your experiences over the years.
Thank you very much. This morning, we are discussing the Senior Citizens Pension Grant, better referred to as the Old Age Pension Grant.
Right.
All right. So, I would identify how you apply, how you participate, and things like that, and some of the ramifications of the Old Age Pension Grant. Okay. The Old Age Pension Grant, to qualify, applicants must be 65 years and over. All right, so you qualify only at 65, attaining 65 years and over. you must be a citizen or resident of Trinidad and Tobago. Okay? And you must not have income exceeding $5,500 per month. So those are the basic conditions to apply for your old age pension.
Nice.
Okay. Now, there are some important ramifications of receiving old age pension, of which I will discuss today.
Please.
Good. To receive your old age pension, as we said, you must be 65 years of age, and you must be a citizen of Trinidad and Tobago and living in Trinidad and Tobago. That is important. You must be living in Trinidad and Tobago. If you are to spend time outside of Trinidad and Tobago, it must not involve a complete month. Okay, very important, you know, and this has certain ramifications. You are not entitled to your old age pension if you are out of the country. You can be out for 3 weeks. If you are out for a complete month, you do not qualify for that month's pension. And therefore, if you are spending more time than that, and especially if you are living outside of Trinidad and Tobago, you are definitely not entitled to your old age pension in Trinidad.
So if you go for 3 weeks, you go on a little holiday for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, that's fine.
That's
but
fine,
not
because you would have spent 1 week in Trinidad. If you spend 1 day in a month in Trinidad, you would entitle it. Once you spend a full month, you are not entitled to it, and that would be picked up when you come to do your life certificate exercise. Now, when you are recipient of old age pension, every month on the anniversary of the commencement of your grant, you have to visit the regional office. So wherever you live, you have to visit that office in the month of your anniversary to sign a book to indicate that you are alive and living in Trinidad and Tobago.
excellent. Now, for those who are sick, you know, they can't walk, what would be their option? What would they need to do? If they can't go in and sign
the book,
physically.
right.
Some people might be in a hospital. You know, there are different circumstances at different times.
If you're ill and cannot go to the office, then you go to the office and make a report that this pensioner is not able to come to the office to sign the book, and then arrangements will be made for an officer
to come and visit.
To visit
So,
and have the person sign so that it would confirm that the person is alive.
and in Trinidad.
And in
now, that is extremely important.
Important, yes.
So if you, for some reason, you're ill, you're in a hospital, or you can't, you know, you're in a wheelchair, or you can't walk, could you then send a letter to them? Because if you can't go in, could you give it to your son or daughter, write a letter saying, I am ill, or I cannot attend, or, you know, whatever, with an ID? How does it work?
What you do is to relay information to the office
Right,
that this pensioner this person lives at this address,
right.
but unfortunately the person is ill or disabled or
Right.
bedridden, as the case may
Okay.
be, and therefore arrangements will be made for an officer, all right, to visit and have the person sign or have their thumbprint imprinted on.
Very
the
good,
thing.
because there are situations and circumstances where people, the elderly, may not be
Yes.
able to go in, but you would need to ensure that you let them know that you can't, and then they make the arrangements for an officer to come home, or maybe in a hospital.
Yes.
In some cases, somebody may be in a hospital, we don't know. So that's good. This is a program, Conversations with Zelisa, right here on Real TV, where we bring reality to you. I'm in conversation today with Mr. Chankar Ramtahal, Social Welfare Advisor. Today he's talking about the old age pension. If you were not aware, you know now. And so there are people, Mr. Ramtahal, they're not aware that our old age pension is, and they don't even know what are the requirements and what they need to do.
Right.
So that is why this program and this information is so important. Let's go to these important messages. When we return, we continue our conversation. If you have any questions or any concerns, don't hesitate to call in, or you can send a WhatsApp message. Stay with us.
Of the answers, we can sign up.
And they live in larger.
Every word, every line, every paragraph depicts a real moment in someone's life. A father, a sister, a mother, a brother. We at Newsday are dedicated to you, the people, and through independent, unwavering journalism, strive to always bring your stories to life. Because your stories are more than just words. Newsday, independent and credible.
Smith, have you ever wondered what a man is thinking? Have you ever wondered why a man does what he does? Well, join us on our new show called A Man's Perspective, right here on Real TV on Mondays 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m., where we discuss just that. The points, the clues to get into a man's mind, right here on Real TV, bringing reality to you.
Welcome to the Power Play, the most exciting period in sport. Join us every Friday from 7 to 8 p.m. as we bring to you all things sport. We break down football, cricket, basketball, all the latest sports in the Caribbean and of course across the world, right here on Real TV, your station for local sport. Real to the heart, local to the core.
Get ready to party with a purpose. The GMVS Community Parent Support Group presents Party with a Purpose, the Cooler Fete, fully AC activated and sailing aboard the Harbor Master on Friday, December 12th, 2025. Boarding starts at 7:30 p.m. We sail from 8 to 11 p.m. and it's just $250. Bring your cooler and your crew, but remember, no glass and no firearms. It's good vibes only as we party for a cause. Music by DJs Doll, Smalls, and Chunks, featuring Rihanna Gopal, Amit Suknanan, Rishi Singh, Suresh Miraj, the original Pumping in the Sandman, and Tracy D. For tickets, call Crystal at 379-9248. That's Party with a Purpose, the Cooler Fete. Cool vibes, warm hearts, and all for a good cause.
Welcome back to Conversations with Zelisa, right here on Real TV, where we bring reality to you, to all of our local, regional and international viewers. All those of you on the Tego app, remember to download it on your phone. Take us with you wherever you may go. Real TV, real time, addressing real issues. And of course, today I'm in conversation with Mr. Chankar Ramtahal. He's a social welfare advisor, and today he's talking to us about the old age pension. Welcome back, Mr. Ramtahal. So, of course, you told us about some of the requirements.
Yes.
Very important information with regarding when you have to sign the life certificate. What is required, what is important. Great.
Right. I must mention that we as employees in the country, we do not contribute to the old age pension grant.
No.
We do not. It's an act of government, whichever government is in power, it's an act of government to assist our citizens who find themselves in a dire situation as they grow older.
Nice.
All right? So it is aimed at maintaining and assisting our elderly citizens who would have contributed to the development of the economy in one way or the other.
So, Mr. Ramtaha, last week I received a message from someone with regards to giving a signature to a daughter to allow the daughter to collect her pension. However, she's not receiving any money. That daughter is taking the money and using it, abusing the situation. What can she do now to safeguard herself? Does she have to now take the daughter off of the account? How does it work in a situation like that? Because I'm told a lot of people are in situations like that. So how does it work?
It is quite regular that you find elderly citizens either ill or disabled or, cannot move around.
And it's difficult to go and line up in the bank and have to stand up and wait for a long time and hours. You're health already compromised,
Yes. So that the pensioner now has that privilege of nominating, meaning put somebody to collect that money for you. So, you can get it and, make use of it.
Right. And most of the times it's either a child or a nephew or a niece or somebody you trust and know.
That's right.
Great.
Somebody you can trust.
Right.
So what can be done is that what we call a nomination card. So give that nomination card, once it's filled out, it gives the new person the authority to go and collect the old age pension amount from either the bank or if there's a pay station now, so that the person could do that. But they must walk with the nomination card, which gives them the authority to cash the check. But they must walk with the pensioner's ID card and the person's personal ID card.
Very
so
good.
So that you would confirm that you are the person who have been legally nominated to collect this pension in favor of the pension.
And if you are in a situation where you've signed and allowed somebody to assist you into getting the funds and going to the bank and things like that, and they're stealing from you, you have every right to revoke it and remove them, take away the authorization. You have every right to do that.
Very well said, Sal. If you were nominated, if you were the person nominated to collect the money on behalf of the pensioner, you're right, and there's some form of irregularity taking place, whether you're not giving the person the full amount of money or using part of it or what, you are free to cancel that nomination and have another person nominated who would be more trustworthy.
Good. You're well within your rights to do that.
Right. Now, what can happen to, as we said before, you're supposed to be living in Trinidad and Tobago to receive the old age pension. We do not contribute to the old age pension system. It's an act of government to assist our senior citizens in their time of need.
The hardships.
That's right. Okay?
I would like you to remind them a little bit, because a lot of people, they still try to help themselves.
Yes.
So they have something that's called an empty nest. All the kids they don't live in the house anymore. They live abroad, whatever it is, and you have a nice big house and you decide, well, you know what, I could rent out some rooms and have an income coming. Some people ambitious, they might say, well, I'm going to make a little parlor in my front porch and sell some soft drink and a lalu pie and whatever to make $1. There are people that still do little drive-in jobs
Yeah.
to help themselves, or they go and walk out, cut grass. They, you know, they want to help themselves.
Of course.
You know, they don't want to be a burden to anybody.
And you have a lot of citizens like
A
that.
lot of people try to make, they iron, they go cook for some people, they babysit, they do different things to earn money, right? And I admire people like that, you know, they're not dependent,
Especially,
they're independent.
Yeah, a lot of elderly citizens are still healthy and can go out,
Yeah.
you know, and assist themselves rather than, you know, depending on children or grandchildren
Of
or
course,
neighbors or
they
any
go
kind
and do
of
a
thing.
little cleaning job, a little
Exactly.
ironing, a little cooking, they do little things, babysitting, just to help themselves.
Yes, and the ordinance allows for that because you could have income of $2,000 and still qualify for old age pension.
Nice, that's what I was coming to.
Yes.
Yes.
You know, and it must be noted, you could have income of up to $2,000 and still apply and qualify for your old age pension.
But so if you are getting that sort of income up to $2,000, then what amount can you qualify
For
for?
$3,500.
So you still get the 3,500 even if you're
Even if
getting
you
a
have income of
2,000.
$2,000.
Yeah, because there are some good children as well that know that, you know, their parents not working, and they might say, Mom, Dad, we want to contribute and give you something every month to help with your groceries and your medical and things like that. Good, nice.
So once you have income less than $2,000 per month, you can qualify for full old age pension, which is $3,500 per month. Just to remind you, there are 4 bands of old age pension. 1, $3,500. 2, $2,500. 3, $1,500. And 4, $500. And how much you qualify for will depend on whatever the sum of your other income is.
So 1,500, 1,000,
No, 500, 1,500,
1,500,
2,500,
25 and 35.
and 35.
Okay.
All right? So that is where we are.
Now,
No.
if you'll allow me, there were some people at one time were speculating if you have X amount of dollars in the bank, you cannot qualify. Could you clarify that for us?
Your money in the bank is not income. What is considered income would be the interest that you might be getting on your account in the bank.
So if over the years you save $1 million and you have $1 million in the bank, that doesn't hamper you
It
getting
doesn't hamper. Only if the interest that is accrued
Okay.
on that account goes over the limit of
5,000.
$5,500,
Okay,
then you wouldn't qualify for this.
understood.
Your account in the bank is not considered income. That is, you earn that, right? So that is that's your savings. That's not an income at that point.
Okay. But the interest, if it's on an interest,
would be
yeah.
income.
Okay, good.
You know,
Excellent.
and that must be noted.
Well, you know, you're not getting much interest anymore in the bank,
Yes,
so a lot of
well, we
people
know
take
that.
their money and invest it in other things.
Right. Now, one of the serious situation in the old age pension system is persons who are living away, all right, who are citizens away, and they would have come here, applied for the pension, it was granted, and they are living away.
And it's wrong.
And
It's
it is
stealing
wrong.
from the government. That's what it
Exactly.
is. It's not being honest. Because we have people in this country who genuinely need that money. Genuinely need that money. With that, Mr. Amtahal, when we return, we'll talk about that.
Right,
Let's
sure.
go to these important messages. Stay with us.
Are you reliable, self-motivated, a good communicator, and experienced in sales? Then Good Price Wholesalers is the right opportunity for you. We are looking for individuals to join our sales team in Central and South. Applicants must have their own vehicle, sales experience, good communication skills, and a strong work ethic. If you're ready to be part of a committed and professional team, we want to hear from you. Visit us at number 5 La Pastora Road, Santa Cruz, or call 338-9884 for serious enquiries.
Macon Construction Company Limited. Save big whilst building stronger. We build with our Macon innovative building systems, which provides high wind speed, earthquake, sea blast and fire resistance, is thermally and acoustically insulated, provides improved construction timelines and cost savings. We provide construction services from design to finish and everything in between. Macon Construction Company Limited. Building green today with tomorrow's technology. Contact or visit us today.
I am Zelisa Rupani, inviting you to join me for the rebirth of Apne Sitare, Our Stars, a vibrant and spectacular show celebrating the incredible local talents of the sons and daughters of Trinidad and Tobago. Experience the beauty of our culture through singing, dancing and musical performances as we keep the arts alive and shining bright. Tune in right here on Real TV every Sunday from 1 p.m. for Apne Sitare, Our Stars. See you there.
Welcome back to Conversations with Zelisa right here on Real TV, where we bring reality to you, to all of our local, regional and international viewers. Thank you so much for choosing us. Today I'm in conversation with Mr. Chankaram Tahal. He's a social welfare advisor and he's talking to us about the old age pension. So if you have any questions or concerns, don't hesitate to reach out. Welcome back, Mr. Tahal.
Thank you very much, and I chose this topic today because it pains me when I know of the amount of pensioners living away and collecting old age pension in Trinidad, which is wrong.
It's really wrong.
Yes.
But you see, with all due respect, the authorities need to put things in place to not let that happen.
And that is why I am highlighting that today.
Great.
I am hoping that this information being divulged outside, that some form of action would be taken. Now they have every year in a certain month, depending on your start date of your pension, your anniversary date, you're required to visit the office in your area and sign the register to indicate that you are alive and therefore your pension will continue.
Right.
All right? Unfortunately, hundreds and some maybe thousands of our citizens live abroad and they know when to come to Trinidad
to sign the,
register to indicate that you are alive so the pension could continue. And that is why I'm raising this to indicate that it is wrong.
Now,
it is unpopular. It is illegal.
Mr. Ramtahal, any penalties would apply if the government do a little investigation and they realize, but this person living abroad and you collecting for years now, any penalties?
Well, I have not known of any legal consequences yet.
Yeah.
I know their pension was stopped. When it was realized that this person is living out of the country, their pension is stopped.
Would they then be required to repay back the government?
Well, that system is not in
But what is this,
operation
2025
yet.
and that is not in place?
Exactly.
Well,
and that's why I'm hoping that some form of action would be taken ASAP as soon as possible to put a stop or a reduction to this leakage.
Well, they should have to pay back the government.
That's right. You know, so that's why I'm raising this today, so that the authorities can start putting things in place to have that situation corrected. It is wrong to be living away and working and come back for 1 or 2 days in a certain month, sign the book and your pension would continue.
But
That's wrong.
It's not like the authorities. You just said yourself you were part of the system
Yes.
for many years. And
That's
if
right.
you are aware that something is wrong or it's happening, then find a solution, find a way to stop it. Why allow it to go on year after year, month after month? What is this?
And this is not the first time I'm raising this.
Oh no, we
this thing.
spoke about this
several
before.
times, yes. So I want to drive home the point so that it could be raised by, I plan to go to the Minister of Social Development as well. It is wrong. It's
a burden on
irregular.
our economy already. The economy already a compromise.
That's right.
That's the
right.
fact at the end of the day. They're trying to find money to pay bills, to pay salaries, to put things in place, even to assist. They have to find money to assist with the commitment, with old age pension and other grants. And then you are aware of a situation where people are outright stealing, not stealing, because you're very well aware you're not living in Trinidad and you're collecting a pension. You're very well aware of that.
That's right.
So you're stealing. So the government should find a way to have these people repay them back.
Exactly. And chances are they might be receiving social security in the foreign land.
Sometimes that's happening
Yes,
too.
yes, and it is unfair for to have our citizens here, having to wait long periods to get their pension and,
And
things
Mr.
like that.
Ramtahal, our elderly people really need help.
Yes.
I mean, they're in situations where they're compromised in terms of they have to pay all of the utility bills. They have to pay the cable bill. They have to buy medication. They have to, some of them have to travel, transportation. They have to buy food. So I've said it and I will continue to say it again. There are families, there are grandparents who take care of their grandchildren with that money. They send them to school, they buy groceries, they actually take care of them with that pension money.
And these are our citizens who work hard.
Yeah, they contributed.
Yes, they
of course
contributed
they
to
did.
whatever
Certainly.
they can to, keep the family going. And now it is difficult for them to get it. You understand? So something I am appealing to the authorities.
Well, you were part of the system for
Yes,
many years. Maybe you
exactly.
should go down to the office of the social welfare minister, have a chat with her and explain X, Y, Z.
And this is not the first time
And
I'm
we
raising
need to have
this.
people like you who've been part of the system,
System, right.
understand the good things and the bad things, and try to get people with experience to help fix it.
You see, what the system has fallen through. People were supposed to produce their passport, their ID card, and other things to make sure that anything. But now, I realize that only the ID card is used.
Yeah, but with technology, when they come into the country or when they leave the country, you must be able to have some sort
Yes,
of a know.
of course.
And that, I mean, technology is you just punch in this person's name and you know, well, they're not in the country, they're in the country. It's simple like that. Or when they bring their passport, you must know if it's stamped or it's not stamped.
And that's why I'm hoping that we could, form a relationship with immigration department so that you could punch up, you could have information available
Exactly,
pronto,
exactly.
right away. Don't wait a week or 2 weeks or 3
Correct.
weeks as the case may be. Right away you could punch it up on the computer. That's the benefit of the technology. So let us use it to, to lessen the expense that we have through these foreigners who live away and are collecting old age pension.
It's unfair.
It is unfair.
It's unfair.
It's unfair.
It's a burden on the economy. It's a burden on the government.
And it's totally wrong.
It's wrong. It's not right.
It pains me when I know people who are living away and they only see them 2 or 3 days they come down and sign the register and their pension continues and they go back.
And there's a flip side to that. As you were saying earlier on, I remember, we were chatting during the break. The fact is you were part of the system for many years and you yourself went to homes where people didn't have money. You had to take out money and give people.
Exactly.
They didn't have food, they don't have money to survive, and then you have people taking advantage.
We still have a high level of poverty in Trinidad.
We do, we definitely do.
We have a high level of poverty in Trinidad.
We
when
definitely
you go out, then you realize that.
We definitely do. Mr. Ramtahal, there are people in this country in this year 2025 that still have an outside toilet and bathroom. They live in galvanized sheds.
Oh,
you know,
yes.
they live paycheck to paycheck. They don't know where their next meal is coming from. This is a fact. We're not just saying this from the top of our head. It's a fact. There are people that send me messages. They need to get food. They need to get a hamper. And what I've noticed is that a lot of the NGOs, they are also burdened because they're trying to give.
That's right.
And sometimes they get bashed because how much could they give? You know?
It is sad. It pains me. It pains me when I know that. And we have a high level of poverty in Trinidad, whether you believe that or not. I am a person who move around a lot. There's a high level of poverty. When you apply for old age pension, you have to wait 6 months and 9 months. It's either there's a shortage of officers, and when you are in need, 1 day is a very long
important.
time. I keep saying that.
Correct.
I keep saying that.
Yeah.
Why should you wait? If you do anything, they want to reject your application for old age pension. Right? If you go to try to keep things going.
What are some of the reasons that they reject to give you your old age pension?
If you're over 65, over 65 and over,
right,
and you apply for your old age pension, you have no other income because you didn't have insurable employment like national insurance or any private insurance. So you have no other income. So you may go out and do a day work. Sometimes you go and do babysitting.
All sorts of things.
Or some form of domestic work just to get a few dollars to keep going. And officers punish you because of that. They indicate that you have gone to work and you're employed, please recheck. You understand? It is really a sad story out there,
Yeah.
The price of everything has gone up.
Oh, yes.
Right? And you see what happened at Maxi Taxi? You see what happened at Maxi Taxi? 5 people, a lady went in and she was the cover-up. And the passenger's ID card and thing was stolen.
And that is the stress. You know what is the stress to get back an ID card, your driver's license, a credit card, all whatever documents you have in your bag, all your little money you have.
They can have their ID, their pension check change.
Mr. Ramtahal, I was reading this morning where a woman went out to put garbage, dispose her garbage, and she was held up. That happened in Kunupir.
Yes.
Robbed the lady. You imagine you going out to put your garbage, to dispose your garbage, and they holding you up.
So I want to call on the authorities to implement, this system where we really have to enhance that system to ensure that the persons who really qualify for it, they get it. And the persons who do not qualify for it, who live abroad and enjoying our money at free will, should not have access to that system.
Yeah, they should be charged.
Yeah.
Or repay back the government. They should be accountable.
It would be difficult because now they live
accountable
abroad.
and XYZ pay them back. It's unfair. This is the program Conversations with Zelisa right here on Real TV. Let's go to these important messages. Stay with us.
I am Avinash Singh, former Minister in the Ministry of Agriculture, Land and Fisheries. I will be hosting the next harvest. If forward-looking agricultural TV series exploring innovation, resilience, and opportunity across the Caribbean farming landscape. Join me right here on Real TV every Wednesday at 9 a.m. with repeats. See you soon.
Hello, I am Astrid Morillo, Mrs. Congeniality, a bilingual Venezuelan living in Trinidad. I invite you to join me for an exciting new program, La Voz Latina, where we will highlight the achievements, challenges, businesses, and culture of the Latin community in Trinidad and Tobago, including the food, music, talents, immigration experiences, and more. Join me every Saturday and Sunday from 6 to 7 p.m. for conversations that celebrate our voices, our stories, and our community. Coming soon to Real TV.
This Black Friday, Fred's Marketing Poultry and Meats is bringing you massive deals you can't miss. On Friday, November 28th, from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m., the first 100 customers get free doubles with any Black Friday special purchase. Take advantage of unbeatable specials. Buy 3 counter chickens and get 1 free of the same or lesser value. Plus, huge combo deals. 2 restaurant fryers, beef clod, and mixed goat for just $200. Or stock up on fresh chicken parts. 3 pounds for $65, 6 pounds for $120, or 9 pounds for $150. Come be part of the launch of our Christmas promotions, only at Fred's Marketing Poultry and Meats.
When security matters most, choose Catch Security Services Limited. We are proudly approved by the Ministry of Homeland Security. We protect your home, business, community, and much more. Our services include professional baton and armed officers, specialized K-9 units, mobile patrols, secure cash pickups, secure transport, and pepper spray applications and supply coming soon. Don't wait. Secure your assets now. Contact Catch Security today. Call 622-6601, email info@cssl-tt.com, or visit our office at 30-32 Saddle Road, Maraval.
Welcome back to Conversations with Zelisa right here on Real TV, where we bring reality to you. I'm in conversation with Mr. Chankar Ramtal, Social Welfare Advisor, and today he's talking to us about the old age pension. Welcome back, Mr. Ramtal.
Thank you.
So we identify at least 1 or 2 of the reasons where you could be denied a pension.
Yes.
Yeah? It depends on your income. It depends on if you're out of the country.
And you must indicate that you're alive by coming to the office once
To
a
sign
year
a
on
life
an anniversary
certificate.
date to have your signature
Now,
given.
if you get your old age pension late, let us say you're supposed to get it this month and you didn't receive it for 3 months, what happens then?
You are entitled to your arrears, and
Okay.
it will be paid in the following.
So you get a lump sum.
You get a lump sum,
So
yeah.
it come like a little savings.
Yeah.
But then the thing is, if people need it, it's difficult if they wait, if they live off of that. Which in
Yes,
most cases, that is the
would, yeah.
case. That's a little difficult.
Cases like that would be attended to, quickly.
Okay.
Yeah, no preferences given, to matters like.
So then
cases
if
like
you
that.
realize that you didn't receive it 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, you suggest you go into the office where you
If
live.
you don't receive it 1 month, you go in.
Go and let them know.
Yes,
Okay.
and
good.
to
Ask and you shall receive.
receive. That's right. You try to figure out what is the reason it is not furnished, and have it corrected.
Especially Christmas is around
Christmas
the corner.
is the
It's on our
corner.
doorstep. The flavor of the season is Christmas. And the point is, people will need a little money. And I would just say to people, we get a little carried away sometimes when we see nice things. You have everything in your house, but because your neighbor have or because whoever have, you feel and your money is limited, work with it, spend your money. You have a budget. I'm not telling you don't enjoy life or don't enjoy certain things, but after Christmas, your bills will still need to be paid, you know. And that happens, a lot of people, they spend their money.
That's right.
And right after Christmas, they're looking for money. They can't pay their bills because you're living beyond your means.
Because pension is payable at the beginning of the month. The
Aha.
first working day of the month, you receive your pension. So that if you do not manage it until Christmas, or a birthday might fall on the third week of the month.
When you want to buy new curtain and buy new rug and buy this and buy that, listen, wash it and put it back up.
There is a word called thrifty. And thrifty means buying what is needed.
Yeah.
You know, not everything we want, what is really needed.
Mr. Ramtal,
what the household needs.
That is something I teach my child.
Yes.
You know, I don't spend
And
about
that is
$1,
wise.
you know.
That is
I am
wise.
telling you, I do. I say, do we need this or do we want it? And sometimes she would remind me, Mommy, do we need this or do we want it? You
Yes.
know?
Yes.
But these are things that are very important. You work with a budget. You live within, you put away a little money for, always have a little money for rainy days, meaning you get sick and you need to go to a private doctor, or you go to the health center and they don't have the medication. You have to buy it, right? You have to go to the pharmacy and face the pharmacy and pay for it because it's your health. So you always have a little money put away, you know?
Yes, of course. But I want to use this opportunity, Zal, to implore the government to revisit that system of renewing your old age pension payment. You renew it to make sure that the person is alive, but you must renew it also to indicate that the person is living in Trinidad.
Country. Well, Mr. Ram,
we do not contribute to that directly. It's an act of government, whichever government is in power, to assist our citizens living in Trinidad and Tobago, not in America or Canada or Venezuela or where. You understand? That is, we do not contribute to that.
Absolutely
The system that we contribute to, like national insurance, you could go to Mars and collect it.
And it goes, and the beauty is, you're correct, you could be living in Australia and New Zealand,
that's right.
wherever you choose to live in the world, and it will come to a bank account because that's
right.
an investment you made.
know?
You contributed towards that, and that's why you get that.
So this is a serious ill that is affecting our citizens, and I am again imploring the authorities to start addressing that ASAP.
Well,
it's a drain on our economy.
Mr. Ramtahal, you have a very good relationship with the minister. You need to ask for a meeting and explain these things and guide her and, you know, let her know you have had, well, she knows you've had years of experience. You've been there, done that. And then, you know, you could guide her. We need people like you that could really fit in to guide.
And I can assure you, we would save millions of dollars. There are thousands of people living away and collecting social welfare benefits, which is wrong. The social welfare benefits is an act of government to ensure that our citizens live a decent standard of living. You understand?
Now, for those who are receiving old age pension, can they qualify for other grants? Let's just say they need a hamper, they need a food hamper, they need, can they qualify for other grants?
Yes, you can, once you're receiving old age pension, your house may need a little repair, you know, you can apply for that. And there are other grants that you can qualify for.
So when you go to the office, ask and you shall receive. Ask what other grants are available that you could qualify for that will help you, you know?
Yeah, there are several grants that are available to you.
Great. So especially a grant for if you're diabetic and you need special foods and things like that. I know that we covered all of that before.
Yes, yeah.
Great.
And what has happened too, within recent times there has been a shortage of officers. Like officers have reached retirement age, and they have to go home.
So they can't train other people for the positions?
With these officers, you have to recruit new officers, and which would involve, of course, training and things like that.
Of course, they need training.
Yeah, but I have learned that several officers are not full staff. They are not full staff, so that people are waiting for officers to come out and interview them and process them thing. And when that is not done, you find our senior citizens facing severe hardship.
Yeah.
Because while you're waiting for your old age pension, you cannot go out and work. Chances are they would interpret that as income.
And I hope when you collect your old age pension, you're not buying no cigarettes and drinking rum.
That's right.
It's supposed to be for medication, to help with your health, to pay your bills, to buy some food. Put some food in your house.
That's right.
Don't be wasting the money on cigarettes and you're killing yourself every day. I mean, it's your personal choice, but the government not giving it to you to drink and smoke and...
It was not meant for that.
No,
it was not meant
it's
for
meant to help you.
It was meant
to buy some food.
That's right.
Your medication, stock up on your medication, stock up on food.
Yeah. So I want to call on the authorities to, as soon as possible, please implement the system that we could stop this drainage of our resources.
Be honest. Have a conscience. Mr. Ramtahal, I just don't understand, there are some people that just don't have a conscience. They just don't care. They outright rob, they steal. They just don't care. Without a worry in the world, they do it so casually. They do it so... And they're not bothered.
Yeah, they're not bothered.
They do wrong things and they're just not, they're living life large. They just don't care.
Because the system is too relaxed. You see, this has been happening for a while and nothing has been done. You understand? So therefore, if Tom could do, then
well, how
Harry
long now
do.
the minister in her office?
Yes.
Over 6 months?
Yes.
Madam Minister, you need to step up and get things going and put things in place. Mr. Ramtahal, your closing comments.
Well, as usual, it's my pleasure to be here to share whatever information and knowledge I have to the benefit of us.
Thank you.
And I'm also seeking the interests of our poorer population, that, because they're the ones who are really most affected.
Exactly.
And facing the hardship that is experienced.
And if you know you're in a compromised situation, my advice to you is, if you know you have X amount of money to spend, get what is required with that X amount of money, not X, Y, and Z. If you know you have $5, work within your $5, but still try to put away $1 for rainy days. I also want to let you know the season is upon us. The flavor of the season is Christmas. We all love Christmas, but be very careful with your spending. Get what you need, what is necessary. Enjoy it, of course, but be careful of how you spend it, because after Christmas, when we have the new year, you're going to need money to pay your bills.
Spend wisely.
Yes.
Spend wisely.
Right?
On necessities.
So, I want to thank you, sir, again, and we look forward to you joining us next week as we continue to inform, educate, empower, and answer those unanswered questions. I want to remind you to be good, law-abiding citizens. Do what is right at all times. Do what is right with yourself so that you know within your conscience you're doing something right. Yeah? Keep smiling, be positive, and always know the best is yet to come. Here's reminding you that with God, all things are possible. I am Zelisa Rupani. Thank you so much for choosing us here on Real TV. Be safe, be happy. See you tomorrow.